This week we fly to Badminton, and as flying often does, it threw up some interesting lessons, and that's what this channel is all about. Welcome to another episode of Learning to Fly.
This is why we do it. This is why we do it.
Well, I wasn't filming this particular part, but it was an eventful start. We were holding for runway 08, but I heard a guy announce that he was inbound for runway 26, so I taxied all the way up to runway 26. He said he was final for 26. I was looking, I really couldn't see him, so obviously I wasn't going to take off at this point because I wanted to get him visual. I looked the other way and he was actually final for 08, despite saying he was final for 26. Serious lesson, you really need to look as well as go with what you hear. You know, everyone makes mistakes, fine, but imagine if I'd have taken off on runway 26 and he was coming in on runway 08. Not great. So look out, look out, look out. Anyway, we taxied back to runway 08 for the hold, did our checks and cracked on.
Lovely. Happy? I can't see any planes. I can't hear any planes. We heard him call earlier anyway.
Yeah.
Entered runway.
Temple traffic, Golf Charlie Echo Foxtrot Zulu. Is the wind favouring 08 now?
Golf Lima Sierra here. Yeah, it's very light at 08 or 26. I'm taking off 08, so I don't have the sun in my eyes.
Thank you, Golf Foxtrot Zulu.
Marginally favouring runway 08, Gav. And Camel traffic, Golf Lima Sierra is taking off runway 08 grass. Cool, okay, I'm happy. You happy?
Well
Laps
done.
are in. And max. Off we go. Lovely. Just reduce that power. Just get that properly shut.
Nice to be below the wing.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? T's and B's in the climb are good. A bit more right rudder. There's 1,000 feet. Camel traffic, Golf Romeo Lima Sierra is midpoint downwind, and we'll be leaving the circuit to the west.
I can't see our mate.
He'll be over there somewhere. All
I
good.
see him. Visual behind you in the circuit or sort of thing, I guess.
Yeah, okay. That's why you have a circuit direction. It's vital knowing it. Cool, okay, so let's do a free to check. Fuel, haven't lost any on takeoff. Radio, we're listening to Campbell and we can hear people. Engine temperatures and pressures are really good. Coolant's fine, it's quite high, but it's expected. We sat on the ground for ages. Direction.
Feels breezier than normal.
It's because your window's open. If you want to lean forward and twist that, that's what that is. I've got mine open here. It's because it's quite warm.
Yeah, I just was like, God, it's never normally this breezy.
Direction, we're heading west at the moment, north of the Tetbury restricted zone. Altitude, we're going to stay on the QFE because Badminton is pretty much the same airspace, same altitude. Yeah, you're getting. I'm having them on the way back. You're having taking some photos of me.
I've got to rough it.
Yeah, they are loud. Cool. Yeah, so that's the plan tonight. Anyway, we're going down to Badminton. Rumours are it's quite hard to get PPR there, so. Yeah, but I managed to get it today. Lovely bloke on the phone, and
why would it be hard?
I don't know if it's the landowner. It could be 1,000 things. Do you always want people in your house?
No,
Nope.
I suppose not.
Chavenage House down there. So there's the airfield. It's Chavenage.
Beautiful house.
There's an airfield down there. I'd like to land at next time.
They've got an allotment in
Nice.
their own.
Nice. And I can see Boldown. Boldown's another airfield. It's good for evening hopping because it's
Close.
It's close, it's free to land there. You see Boldown's runway?
Visual confirmed.
Oh wow. Yeah, lots of videos.
Now, I'm not sure if this is a near miss, what we're about to see, but there was some interesting stuff going on at Boldown.
No plane though.
No, I thought I saw something. Some really nice strip.
Oh, there's a plane really low.
Okay, I got it. I'll change.
And there's a parachuter down there.
So when we approached the bowl down, I was listening to safety comm and it was quiet. Now, I don't know whether that plane had to go around because there were paramotors above the runway, but could have been quite nasty, that. And it shows you might not always hear the traffic that is out there. I was happy that we were passing well above, the circuit height and through their overhead, which I announced before we got there. As I said earlier, though, you've just got to maintain a good lookout.
Badminton Radio, Golf Golf Romeo Lima Sierra is inbound to you from the north.
Just lift your this tail up a bit. There we go.
I can see the rate. I can see where I'm going now. See the windsock in the middle of the field, just the sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to make a bit of a dogleg approach here. So we'll be sort of. I think we're going to go out, come back over these sort of patchy fields, avoid all the houses.
Yeah.
Keep base quite tight, quite low. Power off. And then drop in the hangars by those trees halfway down the runway.
Oh yeah.
They have landed jets here. Anyway.
Cool, blimey.
I'm going to make a call. Badminton traffic, Golf Golf Romeo Lima Sierra's early downwind for runway 25. Trim. Good. Wind, we know what that's doing. All clear. We think so. Level the wing off. Have another look. Security, I'm happy. Are you happy? Harness done?
I'm happy.
Yep. Let's get to the flat. Security fuel, sufficient to go around. Undercarriage fixed and locked. Temperatures and gauges there, good.
Beautiful fields.
I'm going to turn here. Keep it tight.
We're very lucky to live here, aren't we?
Badminton traffic, Golf Golf Romeo Lima Sierra's right base, runway 25. That's the runway there. Look at that down there. Look at this. Badminton Radio, Golf Golf Romeo Lima Sierra's final runway 25.
I've had a few people getting in touch just saying that they'd quite like to see the landings from my headcam point of view. So for this one, let's get an instant replay.
Badminton Radio, Golf Golf Romeo Lima Sierra's final runway 25.
I thought that was a brilliant landing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's alright, it's a bit flat.
Gosh, those poppies are stunning. So this
That
is...
gate's probably up there for the most pointless gate in the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for flying Atkinson Airways. We've now arrived at Badminton.
Stunning. This place is absolutely bonkers. So just landed here on runway 25. It's a 1,300 meter grass strip, so even I can land here. Landed quite far way down. I didn't want to make the the final leg too long because the stately home is over there, and apparently the Duchess doesn't like you flying past her windows. So yeah, there we are. Lovely, smooth as silk. The runway as well, absolutely beautiful.
So, am I doing a Ben Atkinson?
Yeah, you've got a headset on. It's going to be a beautiful flight home, Days. Badminton Radio, Golf Romeo, Lima Sierra is taking off runway 25, departing to Kemble. So I've got my crosswind correction in, first stage of flap, trim set, compass is in line with the runway. If you're not up by the windsock, we'll cancel the whole thing and get a taxi home. Happy?
Take me to Kemble.
So there's RPM max, acceleration normal, airspeed's active, there's that crosswind, looking clear to the right, T's and P's in the climb are good, shy of 1,000 feet a minute. This is why we do it, this is why we do it. Come a little out there, not level out, we'll reduce the bank. There's the runway we just took off from.
Beautiful.
Stunning. Bit more right rudder. Level off nice and quickly.
Oi. Tasty.
There we go, cool. So, Badminton's down there, altitude's good, lovely, like all these little sort of outbuildings look, can you see that?
Yeah.
And they've got their own woods and lake and... Good look out for traffic, always. We're just at 1,400 feet doing 90 miles an hour. A lot of people ask, how fast does it cruise? Well, about 80 knots this will cruise at, quite happily.
If I was to describe how I feel I look in this,
Yeah.
I would say I feel like I look like a thumb.
A bum.
A thumb.
A thumb, right. I'm going to go around the western side. Look at all that all that sky you can see.
Beautiful.
Isn't it? Just bank it up a bit.
Beautiful. Ooh. Wow.
That's fun. Camel traffic, Golf Romeo, Lima Sierra is entering the zone from the west for a right base join on runway 08. Ready for a bit of G-force?
If people are wondering about how come I had to give up my Bose, what would you say to those people?
I'll be honest and say I want some pictures of me wearing my Bose because I haven't got any. Whenever I've got the Bose, I'm on my own.
I keep forgetting that this is on my head and going too close to the window, so apologies if you...
I probably won't use much of that. Final's clear. Happy with that. Let's turn final. Campbell traffic, Golf Romeo Lima Sierra is final to land, runway 08 grass. Full flat. tiny bit of a crosswind. You can feel it. That if I straighten up down the runway. I'm using a bit of left rudder, right aileron, counteract the drift. Crows will get out of the way in a sec.
Oh, thank you so much for watching. Just check out some of my previous videos and you'll see those pop up at the end of this video. Make sure you click subscribe as well, because there is a ton of content coming up on the channel. See you next time.